Hope everybody's doing really well tonight. We'll get started in just one moment here. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us and welcome to episode 441 of Unboxing Wednesdays for comics arriving in stores on Wednesday, April 29th, 2020, or quite possibly Tuesday, April 28th, 2020, depending on your store and whether or not your store was able to get some stuff from DC Comics this week. Hope everybody's doing really well. Ricky and I, hey Ricky, say hello to everyone.
Hey, what's going on? I've evolved into space.
Wow, Potato Ricky. For those of you guys who haven't been watching our latest Unboxing Wednesdays episodes while we kind of deal with the COVID-19 fallout, it was revealed that when the shutdown happened, Ricky transformed himself into a potato and buried himself underground. And Ricky, it looks like you have ascended.
Yeah,
what's going on there?
I'm Spudnik. That's a good one. No. That's a good
one. What have you been up to the last week, Ricky?
Man, nothing.
Nothing really?
No, I'm playing a game called Persona 4, Persona 5. Yeah. And so I'm just been living the life of a Japanese high schooler who's nice. fighting demons. So
awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And how's that working out for you?
I've romanced the doctor in my town, and we've gone on dates. It's pretty cute.
Okay, it's like a dating sim kind of thing?
I mean, there's parts of it to it. But it's weird because I'm like a high schooler and these people are like adults, so it's like kind of strange. But whatever.
That's hilarious. All right, man. You want to get into it? Shall we talk about some comic stuff?
Let's do it.
All right. So for those of you who haven't been watching us on YouTube lately, when this comic shutdown happened, we brought back Unboxing Wednesdays temporarily, at least. Just because there's time now to do it. And we felt it was important to keep in touch with everybody while the comic industry was kind of in a little bit of a shutdown. So where we're at this week, as far as a shop update goes, a lot of you know that last week we had a major announcement on Wednesday night. We announced our big free comic book day, our big free comic day online event, which is coming your way on Saturday, May 2nd, 2020. It's kind of there to fill the void that exists because the comics industry is in shutdown mode. And Free Comic Book Day, which is, the most awesome day of the year, the first Saturday in May, unfortunately is postponed this year. And we felt really sad about that. We love Free Comic Book Day. We love putting on a big event at Stadium Comics, and we felt that COVID-19 kind of robbed us of that this year, robbed our customers of it, and robbed comic fans all over the world from that event. So we decided we're going to do our best to throw an event together. We worked really hard on the planning of it over the last few weeks, and we think we've got something put together for this Saturday that's going to be really awesome. We've got a whole day of scheduled activities from starting at 10 in the morning, going right through till about 6 p.m. Maybe later, who knows? Ricky, things might get a little crazy. Might be an after party. Might be, providing some spirits made out of potato in the after party. We're gonna have a lot of fun. What we're gonna do is a bunch of themed sales throughout the day. On Saturday, schedule is we're looking at releasing the schedule tomorrow at some point. We're just waiting to firm up a couple of details with some of our artist guests. We have one artist that we're going to be adding tomorrow that hasn't been announced yet that we're really excited about. And it's going to be awesome. So we're going to do theme sales throughout the day. We're going to do stuff like a key issue and a variant sale. We're going to do a graded sale, a graphic novel sale, a kids book sale, all throughout the day. Then we're going to have some artist Q&A sessions that are going to be done on, via Zoom, like what we're doing now. Hopefully everything works out with that. That's kind of why we're testing it tonight. And then we're going to be doing, giveaways and stuff throughout the day. And it's going to be really, really awesome. And we're also going to reveal our next big exclusive cover with one of the major publishers. We're going to reveal it on Saturday and start taking pre-orders on it right away. So it's going to be a really, really fun day. And of course, on top of all that, we're going to have free comics to give away. How the free comics are going to work is we're giving away 1,000 total free comics. As much as we'd love to just hand them out like we do with no strings attached on Free Comic Book Day, we can't really do that for the Free Comic Day event just because of the logistics of shipping and the costs associated with that. For us, it doesn't really work out. So we're going to give away, packs of comics to the first 300 people that shop on our website on Saturday, May 2nd. And these comics will be absolutely free of charge. There'll be no extra shipping fees or anything like that incurred for adding them to your cart. And it's going to be really awesome. The full details of how that all works is on our Facebook event page, which you should definitely check out if you go to facebook.com/stadiumcomics. And it's also on our website at stadiumcomics.com. There's a big banner there for the free Comic Day online event. So we are really, really excited about it and hope to share more details with you guys tomorrow via Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and the Facebook event page and all that to detail what the schedule is going to look like for that day. Ricky, what do you think? Looking good?
Man, sounds super exciting. Hopefully technology doesn't get weird, but I have faith in you. You're doing it now.
Listen, man, I think if it gets weird, everyone will kind of understand. I guess what'll be important is that we recover from it quickly. And we're going to be trying to simulcast this on that's a word I can use now, right? On both Facebook and YouTube at the same time, because we have audiences in both places. So that obviously, technically that's a challenging thing to do when you are in self-isolation and trying to work out all the technical kinks. But I think by the end of it, by 6 p.m. on Saturday Eastern time, we should have all the kinks worked out just in time for the end of the broadcast. So it should be a lot of fun. Oh, I should mention the artists that we have announced that are going to be part of this include Adam Gorham, who of course does a lot of great things for Marvel Comics, IDW Comics, Valiant, among many others. So really super stoked to have Adam with us. He's a great friend of ours. All the artists that are going to be a part of this are really great friends of ours. I should preface that because they're awesome and we really appreciate what they're doing for us. We're going to have Marcus Toe, who is a artist for DC Comics and Marvel Comics and Boom. So really great to have Marcus with us again. Alex Milne, who draws for IDW's Transformers, is going to be joining us. We're also going to have Dan Parent. It's the first time we're going to actually have Dan Parent at one of our events, albeit virtually. And Dan, of course, is very, very popular at conventions because he is an artist with Archie Comics. And he's also just completed his Kickstarter for Die Kitty Die, which we're also really excited about. So we'll be talking to Dan about that. And another guest soon to be announced. We're just firming up the details, and we'll have that for you guys tomorrow. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Ricky, that is my shop update. We're really working really hard to get everything ready for that. We're getting a ton of stuff ready to add to the website. Anytime if you've ever watched one of our live sales, we're keeping a lot of the stuff secret until the website, until the sale happens, until the event. But as we show the item that's going to be on sale, it'll be made available on our website in real time. It really adds a fun surprise element to things, and we think you guys will really enjoy what we have planned for you. Ricky, what's going on with you? What are you up to other than Persona? What's going on with you comic wise?
Oh man, well, the Comic Boxer exclusive cover is going to print, and
awesome.
That will be in hands sometime this week, I think.
Right. And we talked about that last week, getting that all set up, and thank you for doing that. And thanks to Shane for his awesome artwork. And it's going to be awesome.
But yeah, I mean, other than that, it's just a whole lot of sitting around, man.
Sitting around in space, being a potato.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
I hear you, man. I hear you. It's the kinds of times we live in, right?
Exactly.
All right, great. Well, a couple things I want to cover just in terms of the comic book industry. Give a little overview of what's going on there, industry updates. We are coming to the end, Ricky, of this comic drought that's been placed upon us by COVID-19.
Are we though? Are we?
I feel like we are. I mean, obviously, COVID-19 is not going anywhere. Coronavirus is still a very real issue. Lots of places are doing, a lot of things to flatten the curve, and a lot of good progress is being made with that. And some places are going to be back open for business sooner than others. Here in Ontario, where we're located, Ontario, Canada, it's looking more like sometime in June before we'll be fully back to normal. Maybe even not fully back to normal at that point. Everything's fluid and changing daily. But the good news is that some comic publishers and we'll talk about that in a second, like DC Comics, have started shipping stuff this week, and Diamond Comics is getting ready to come back online as well. And let's talk about that. So there are some new comics this week. DC shipped a small number of books from their new distributors. We talked about this last week. They've established relationships with two new distributors, Lunar Distribution, who happens to be a distribution arm of online comics site DCBS, and UCS Distribution, who is the distribution arm of Midtown Comics. DC has partnered with them to get comics into the hands of some shops quicker. So some shops that are able to operate right now have taken them up on that offer. A lot of shops, though, are waiting for Diamond. Just because of, there's a lot of sour grapes right now in the industry, and there's good reasons on both sides for why things went down the way that they did. On the retailer side of things, they don't believe that DC Comics acted in good faith in terms of setting up accounts with what are essentially competitors to other local comic shops. So there's differing opinions on that. My personal opinion, and this is not the personal opinion of Stadium Comics, but just my personal opinion is, do what's right for your customer. And if there's a way that you can use both services in order to, Diamond and these other distributors to, service your customer better, then, I think that's what maybe we should be looking out for. I understand completely if there's stores that don't want to go that route, and I understand all the reasons behind it. I also understand stores that are, happy to have an alternative other than Diamond.
Is Stadium getting these books?
Stadium's not getting any of these books, but I will say that if it comes to a point, because we'll talk about Diamond's reopening in a second, if it comes to a point where Diamond is delayed from opening and I can get comics from one of these other distributors to help fill pre-orders that I have existing, through our website, and it's a difference of weeks worth of waiting between Diamond and these other publishers, then I'm gonna do what's right for my customer. So we'll see how that all unfolds, right?
Are they set up to ship to Canada, or?
They are, yeah. From my understanding, it's a little bit more costly than through Diamond, which is, the benefits of dealing with Diamond. For as much as people talk about, how bad Diamond has been as a publisher in the past, they've actually been pretty good to us and pretty good to stores all across the world. And I think, sometimes we lose sight of that through the course of our normal business. So I guess I'm kind of impartial in this whole thing. My preference is to work with one distributor for ease of managing the business and ease of ordering and ease of shipping and receiving and all of that kind of stuff. But if there came a circumstance where I had to use one of the other distributors to do the right thing for my customers, then I think that's what I would do. What would you do, Ricky?
Yeah, I mean, I just get the books in, man. I know it's a hassle to work with other distributors, but
yeah,
customers need books, man.
So, like, as it stands right now, Stadium Comics is still not open to the public, so there's no sense of urgency for us to get these books that DC has put out, and the titles are not that they're not huge releases. So it's 5 books essentially that have shipped this week. This is Batman '89 third printing, Batman Giant #4, Daphne Byrne #4 of 6, The Dreaming #20, and a second printing of Nightwing #70. Some reprints and some books with lower print runs, and I think it's just an opportunity for DC to test the waters. More books that are shipping next week as well. So I don't have any new books to show you there, unfortunately. But speaking of Diamond Comics, Diamond announced this week, and this is good news for everybody waiting for Diamond, that they have a target on sale date of May 20th for bringing their operation back online. So that would be the first batch of new comics from Diamond, which would probably include some of these DC books that have come out, plus will include stuff from other publishers. So retailers have just put in their orders for what's going to be shipping during that time frame. So that's really good news. And even though business might not be fully up and running, hopefully the majority of stores by that point will be able to engage in some sort of ship out service or home delivery or curbside pickup. And again, the dates are not set in stone. They'll change if things don't quite go the way that they plan in terms of this coronavirus curve flattening a little bit more, or seeing a decline in cases. But good news for the comic industry as a whole, that things are starting to come back online. Because Ricky, what that means is more of our the people that publish comics can start publishing them again. The people that create comics can start creating comics again, and the people that sell comics like us can start selling them again. So really looking forward to that. Not bitter about the shutdown at all. It had to happen. There was too much at stake in terms of health and safety of everybody working in the distribution centers, everyone working in comic shops, the customers, just too much at risk, and we need to put things on pause for a bit. But definitely encouraging to see that there's now signs of life and things are coming back online. What are your thoughts, man?
Yeah, man, it's really good to see things coming back to life. But I mean, it's definitely going to take forever for everything to be back to normal. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, wasn't it like the Spanish flu? They had like 3 waves of.
Yeah. And they're using knowledge of all that and monitoring stuff and seeing how things go. So,
Well,
I mean, hopefully we don't see it come back strong, and and there's talk of it coming back in the fall and stuff like that. Who knows? We just got to take it day by day. We got a couple of questions on Facebook. Mike is asking, what titles are Kevin and Ricky reading these days? Well, before COVID-19, Ricky, do you want to fill us in on that?
I've been reading pretty much all of the X-Men stuff, like literally all of it, even like the bad stuff, like Fallen Angels. but everything else is really good, man. Like, I don't know. I think they were killing it before the shutdown. So hopefully they can continue it once it's back.
I went back and started reading some older stuff that I hadn't read in a long time, like Brian Azzarello's 100 Bullets. Love that series. Went back and read that and caught up on Saga because I'd been behind on that, and caught up on a bunch of The Walking Dead as well, because I read the last issue, but there's a big gap there in between where I kind of lost track of it. So nothing really new. I was mostly going back and reading old stuff that I was feeling nostalgic for or and filled gaps on. Over on YouTube, we got a couple comments over there. Just a lot of love for your avatar, Ricky.
Yeah, potato.
And Computer Robots there is saying that we could do a digital site and do some shipping to your customers' homes. Well, good news for you, Computer Robots. We've been running stadiumcomics.com online using the Shopify platform since about 2013. We've got a handle on the online commerce section of things. If you go on there now, there's a bunch of our exclusives and variants that we have in stock. Some of our in-stock selections available on stadiumcomics.com. And we've been shipping out from that pretty regularly. And, and we'll see when the new comics come in, how we're going to deal with that in terms of getting it out to people. It'll all depend on what kind of restrictions are in place in our jurisdiction. So, okay, awesome. Ricky, we had some contest. We had a contest in the last episode where we had asked folks what their favorite first appearance of a character was of all time. I sent you all the answers. I didn't pick a winner. I'm going to leave it up to you to pick a winner from the ones that are there. Why don't you go ahead and read out some of the answers there?
Yeah. So Ray MBWW says, so happy to watch this channel again. As for which characters I liked, that was the new Cable. He was so new and mysterious. So, I mean, he's just a staple now. You know what I mean? So that's a good choice.
Nice.
Mike Irish said Deadpool, New Mutants 98, only because I love to show non-comic fans how different he was in his first appearance to now. Also, that all the stuff they love about Deadpool did not come from Rob Liefeld, but did in fact come from Joe Kelly. I hate to be yet another person crapping on Liefeld, but it saddens me how little love and respect Joe Kelly gets from Deadpool. I think it's safe to say without Joe Kelly's run, we would not get the Deadpool movies.
Very true.
Which is fair. But I mean, cut Liefeld a little bit of slack. You know, I
gotta give the man credit where it's due, right?
Yeah, and I think he kind of set the stage for some of the wackiness of Deadpool later. You know, like, I mean, he's a parody character in itself. You know, a parody of Deathstroke. So, you know, it set the stage for the wackiness. But nice. I get it, Joe Kelly. Jim McMain said, Potato Ricky's black void eyes and mouth are really disturbing. Well, what if I open up my eyes? Is this a little bit better?
I mean, the whole thing is pretty disturbing.
What?
If you come on with me on free comic day online, are you going to be a potato, or are you going to like?
Yeah, I'll be a potato. It's like my online
that's your thing now. That's your persona.
Yeah, exactly. See,
yeah, man. Eyes are gonna be on you. Whoa, dude, that's scary.
Yeah, man. Flatlander said my favorite first appearance was really out of a character, but more two characters meeting, and that's Barry Allen crossing over to Jerry Garrick's universe. Don't remember the comic number, but my favorite because it's the new meeting the old. Where's Rob when you need him? He would know.
Right? Yeah, Rob would know the issue. That's the Flash of Two Worlds, right?
Yeah, that's like where they're like running at each other and stuff.
We did an awesome Archie exclusive for Flash of Two Worlds. You can check it out on stadiumcomics.com. Shameless plug. But yeah, it was one of my favorite homage covers that we did.
Well, I mean, Undergrowth is your favorite now, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
What?
No, totally, man.
All right. Okay. Ken Ives said my favorite first appearance is Deathlock, the Demolisher in Astonishing Tales number 25. Luther Manning was a soldier killer in action and then reanimated using cybernetics in the post-apocalyptic future of 1990. He is now a cyborg with two voices in his head, his own, and a computer. He battles the evil military regimes that have taken over the United States. This character has influenced many things like a song by Megadeth and movies like Cyborg and The Terminators. Yeah, man, Deathlock is a pretty crazy character to begin with.
Right.
Like, he's pretty out there. But yeah, they're doing in the new Iron Man books with the other guy who's not Tony Stark. I don't know. But they're doing in one of the spin-off series, they're doing a thing where these guys are like battling like
War Machine. Are you talking about War Machine?
No, it's like Tony Stark's brother, but it's like
I haven't been following it. So.
Yeah, I've been reading it a little bit, and it's like kind of weird. But they're fighting like an army of Deathlocks, and that's pretty cool.
Oh, so, is it like Spider Island but with Deathlocks?
It takes place in a jungle. So,
right on.
I think it's like Force Works 2020 or something.
Deathlock Jungle. I like it.
Yeah, exactly. Joker's Midnight Show says my favorite first appearance is Lobo and Omega Man number 3 because he's my main man. He's his Bastiche who got me into comics as a teen. If you don't like it, you can bite me, fanboy.
Whoa.
You know, yeah, right? No, I agree. And I actually have an issue of Omega Man number 3, and it's pretty sweet.
Yes, you do.
Mm-hmm. I didn't open it. I didn't want to read it, but I got it digitally too, so I could read it. And he's very different. He's like some like rodeo clown or something. It's like kind of weird. But and then I started going back recently and started reading his 90s run of Lobo. And like Lobo's like a pretty big baby. You know what I mean? Like he's like, if things don't go his way, he just throws a temper tantrum.
He's a man who doesn't like it when he doesn't get what he wants.
Yeah,
we can all relate.
Yes, I don't know.
See, the headline here is Ricky says Lobo is a man baby. That's what it comes down to.
I'd fight Lobo. Come on, man, bring it up. But no, I mean Lobo is my favorite DC character anyway. So, but he's just a baby. So. But I'm gonna have to give it to Joker's Midnight Show because, you know what?
Because he appealed to your heartstrings.
He appealed to the potato.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow, look at us, eh? So, Adam Martin says that Potato Ricky is the hero we both need and deserve. I take it that means we don't deserve much, Adam.
Adam was actually just on a live stream of Shane and Mike Ruth doing a sketch duo. I was there too.
Oh, nice. So
I'm glad that Adam Martin's spending his night with comic live streams.
With comic live streams based around the Greater Toronto area.
Yeah, right. It's pretty sweet.
That is great. Ricky, that is awesome. Joker's Midnight Show. Thanks for your comments. Thank you everybody for your comments on last week's video. What we're going to do is Joker's Midnight Show. If you could email us at info@stadiumcomics.com and shoot us your address, we'll get a copy of the Undergrowth exclusive that is only available through Stadium Comics service comicboxer.com, which is our monthly mystery box filled with awesome books. And that box ships in May. Still some time for people to get involved in that. And we'll get that out to you as soon as Ricky brings it to us from the printer. And this week we're not going to do we're not going to do a contest because we're giving away a bunch of stuff on Saturday. So expect everybody to show up on Saturday if you can and take part in our live streamed activities throughout the day, because we're going to have giveaways and stuff then. And remember, we're going to be posting a schedule. Hopefully it'll be posted sometime in the late afternoon or evening on Wednesday, detailing when everything's going down. We'll have more details as we lead up to it. I also want to show at some point some examples of the free books that we're going to be giving away. So I'll probably do that in the next couple of days. You'll see me live again doing that. And yeah, just working really hard and planning around getting that event off the ground on Saturday. So we look forward to it. Anything you want to add this week, Ricky? Any words of wisdom?
No, man. Play Persona 5. The game's awesome.
Play Persona 5. All right. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this experimental Zoom conference edition live stream to Facebook and YouTube. The first time simultaneously, episode 441 of Unboxing Wednesdays. Take care, everybody. Have a great night, and we'll see you all soon. Thank you.